Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I am Jason. As always, my co-host, Mr. Zack Partridge, in the house.
What up?
What up?
What up, dog?
Fighter Spotlight podcast number 2 for the day. This Fighter Spot. How you doing? We are welcoming Destiny. Did you go by Destiny?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I saw another name on your Instagram, and I'm like, wait a minute. Does she go by Destiny or?
Destiny. My fight name's My Time, but I go by Destiny. Yes.
My Time McCubbin. Well, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
Excited to talk to you guys.
Well, we were supposed to be talking about your fight next weekend, but we had some news, and I know you made it official on Instagram, but it's not official until you say it on the Damage Plan MMA podcast.
Yeah, my fight. I had to pull out from a fight due to a back injury that I was trying to ignore just to get through the fight. You know, taking care of it the way that I could, enough to train and get through my training. But last week I ended up in emergency back surgery. I got some injections and they didn't work and just made it worse. And I was in so much pain, you know, I couldn't even really move or anything. So I went to the ER on Friday, and by Saturday morning they had me in emergency surgery. And
oh, wow.
Yeah. Now I'm on like recovery, and, you know, I still can't really walk normal yet or anything like that. It ended up being an intense, scary moment. So it's crazy. Life is crazy. Last week I was preparing for a 5-round title fight, and this week I can't walk. So life's a trip.
What? Yeah, that sucks. What? Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought.
It's a lot. I know it's heavy.
Yeah, I mean, you go from that. So when did you know that, like, okay, I probably shouldn't be pushing through. Like, this isn't going to be something I'm going to push through. Was it not till like you were going in for surgery?
It was no. It was probably like what I decided to call the ambulance. Once I realized that the injections weren't helping at all, and I was only getting worse, and that something was like actually wrong. I was like, okay, this isn't just like an injury. Something's wrong. Like, I can't walk. You know, I can't go to the bathroom. I couldn't even like get up to go to the restroom. I was just stuck. I'm pretty stubborn. So before I finally called the ambulance, I sat there for like 24 hours, unable to move, hoping something was going to change, you know, but finally I decided to call. But at that point I knew, but I didn't know. I thought I was going to go to the hospital and they were going to give me a shot and it was going to fix my pain. And then, you know, we would talk about pulling out of the fight or whatever. I didn't expect emergency surgery. You know, and I knew it needed to be done. Like, I knew the injury, and my plan was to get everything taken care of after the fight. Yeah. But, I don't know. It was like a blessing in disguise in a sense, because I probably never would have gotten it done. Like, I would have trained until I couldn't anymore, and like financially, I probably never would have scheduled the surgery. So the fact that I was forced to do the surgery ended up kind of being, you know, something. It all needed to happen. It sucks that I had to, you know, pull out of this fight. This fight was super important to me. But at the end of the day, like I said, I think it's a blessing in disguise, you know. Yeah,
you were fighting because you're from Utah, right?
Yes. Yep. Born and raised.
What part?
Ogden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Where are you guys from?
He lives in Kaysville. I'm in Sandy.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
I train at One Hit.
Oh, that's where I started.
Yep. Aldo says hi.
Yeah.
Tell him hi, for sure.
He wants to know why you left him and why he wasn't good enough for you.
You have to say it in a Brazilian accent. It's not the same.
Aldo's the best.
Why?
I love Aldo.
Man, why? Why? This idiot. No,
I still have the first pair of gloves he ever gave me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Destiny, was this supposed to be a title fight, or not title fight? Was this supposed to be a pro fight, or was this amateur?
This was my last amateur fight. That's why it was kind of so special. And I think that's why I held on to this fight for so long. I probably could have pulled out. Like I said, I was in a lot of pain already, and I probably could have pulled out weeks prior. But, I mean, I had already put in so much work and just everything that was going into it. You know, it was back home. I haven't fought back home for 3 years. It was my last amateur fight. It was a title fight. And it was my birthday. So it was always like a dream coming up in Utah. It was always a dream to fight at the Maverick Center because of Showdown and all that. So it was just a big deal for me. So I was willing to do any and everything to get to this fight. So yeah, it sucks, but that's just the name of the game, unfortunately. Like there's a lot of adversity that comes into this game, and you put your heart and soul into it, and sometimes it's just gets taken away.
Back to my question before I lost my train of thought because I got it back. Forgive my ADHD brain. How long is like the recovery before you'll be back training and hopefully taking another fight again?
They said that I could start doing like contact in about 8 weeks. It also just kind of depends like how everything's healing and stuff. But 8 weeks is when like the actual surgery, like surgery, incision, back, all that will be healed to like start moving and bending and stuff. But I'm gonna take it slow. I'm not gonna. I rushed. So this is my second back surgery. I had this exact same surgery last year, and I rushed it. And I didn't heal properly at all. It was like right when the pandemic began, so it was just messy. I didn't take care of it at all. So this time is going to be a lot different. I'm really, because I don't want to do this again. Like my career is about to start, and I don't want to have to take more time off anymore. So we're going to do it right. So I'm thinking about 8 weeks or so, I'll start moving around again. But I probably won't fight till the end of the year.
When you fight, is the plan still one more amateur fight, or are you going to just go right into pro and just let's rock and roll?
I think I'm just going to go pro. I'm ready. I was ready this fight, but it just made sense. But I've got 10 fights. I've been in the game for a long time, and I keep getting pushed back due to injuries and stuff. But I'm ready. I'm more than ready, and I really think that I'm just holding myself back at this point by not going pro. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of opportunities. So yeah, I think we'll just go pro.
Cool. I dig it.
Yeah.
Where do you train out of?
I'm at Extreme Couture in Las Vegas.
Okay. That's
I kind of bounce around. My main stuff is at Extreme Couture, but I do go. I'm a blue belt under 10th Planet out here in Las Vegas. Casey Halstead and Andy Varela, and then I do a little bit of boxing at Big Shot Boxing as well. GIF is a boxing coach of mine. He's at Extreme Couture though, but yeah, it's a tight-knit community out here, but I'm mainly at Extreme Couture.
So you're not fighting this weekend, but there's a big name in women's MMA that's back at Extreme Couture now, right? You see Misha Tate around?
Yeah, that's she's one of my, we're each other's training partners. She's helped me a lot with this fight.
Nice.
Yeah, she's obviously, her wrestling is amazing, and Jenna Williams was a strong wrestler, so we were working a lot. Me and Misha were working a lot together. She put so much time into me. I freaking love that girl. I'm so excited for her comeback. She's relentless. Like to take all the time off that she did, and then come back, be a mom of 2, and still training her ass off the way she is. It's impeccable. She's awesome.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
So I would like coming up. So I was Ronda Rousey always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I liked Misha Tate.
Yeah.
She's like my favorite female fighter of all time.
Like fire, like sweet and not. Like,
yeah, you can't like one and like the other.
Yeah.
It's a little
so nice. She's not about that drama stuff.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. So,
yeah.
I'm super excited she's coming back. So
me too.
Gosh, could you have a better training partner?
That's a pretty damn good training partner to have.
You really can't. Like when we've been working like long before she even got the fight, we've been sparring, and we've been working a lot, just like her getting back into it. Obviously she was out for so long. So it's just been really cool. Like obviously it's Misha Tate. She's a vet, and she's literally paved the way for us women. But to be a part of her comeback is really cool to see somebody who's Misha Tate, the best of the best, but still level up each week,
Yeah.
Like when she came back to now, like she's just, everything's coming together. She's looking great. Like I'm really excited for her. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm blessed to, but she's not just my training partner. That's a friend of mine. I consider her a dear friend. So I'm really
awesome.
Very cool.
You got quite the team down there to be training with.
I really do. We get awesome looks. And I have a really, like I said, tight family out here with at Extreme. We've got, we got Misha, obviously, Casey O'Neill. She's in the UFC.
Yeah.
Donna Valet. She's about to make her LFA debut. We got a really great girls team. So Taylor Gordito, she just fought for Professional Fight League. Like all the girls out here are solid. You know what I mean? And it's awesome because like we're all just striving to make each other better. There's not an ego or anything like that. Like we're family, and I love that.
Yeah.
Like just come into the gym and knowing like my people are gonna help me, and like we just all want to see each other do good. We want to see each other win. You know?
Yeah.
Shout out to our boy Aleko that trains down there at Extreme Couture.
That's my brother. I freaking love Aleko. Seriously.
He's freaking awesome. We chat all the time over
He's
Instagram. Yeah,
he is the best. Oh my gosh. So I had probably like my hardest sparring with him for this camp because I needed to spar a wrestler. Oh my gosh. It was the hardest 4 rounds of my life. I thought I was drowning. He's such a killer, dude. He's like his wrestling he's just a stud on, you know, I mean he's everywhere, he's great, but his wrestling is amazing.
We are lucky that we get to interview a lot of you guys, a lot of you fighters and up and coming fighters, and to be able to see that and just to see the drive and see the passion for you and for him and some of these other fighters we have on. It's amazing.
Yeah, and it's different. It really is crazy. Like when you're a fighter, it's just I don't know. I can't even explain it. But fighting is it's the most important thing, you know.
Well, mad respect to you guys. I'm not doing it. Zack's the one that does the fighting.
Do you have any fights?
Yeah. So I am. I'm amateur. 4-1 as an amateur.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
This is my steel fist belt.
Ooh, so
yeah,
pretty.
It's fun.
Zack is going to be fighting for the 170-pound AMI belt July 31st.
Ooh, okay.
That'll be fun. Yeah. Time to get skinny. When I walk,
Aleko's on. That's on the card Aleko's
no,
on.
I'm on the next one. I'm on the next one.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so we'll be there. But so when I walked into all those gym, I was like 270 pounds. So yeah, so fighting for 170 that's kind of a big deal.
Hell yeah. It's life changing. MMA really is life changing. When I walked in at Aldo's gym, I was like 170 pounds. Like it changed my life. I was the first thing from an athlete.
I mean that my wife was always on me and super supportive to be like, you know, to eat better and take care of myself. And she's a fitness freak. Like she's always in the gym. She's always doing the right things. And so but I don't like lifting weights and I hate running. So I had to find something that like I enjoyed doing that was exercise. I don't mind working hard, but I'm not going to work hard you know.
Do you do that stuff now though, now that you're into fighting?
I still don't like to lift weights.
I'm trying to get him to Destiny. I'm trying.
What about running?
I go for runs pretty regularly. I don't like it. Yeah. Like people get the runner high. I will go run like 3 to 5 miles and I'll come back and I'll be pissed.
Still hate the whole time.
I hate it the whole time.
We'll get him on the weights.
I love running. I wasn't able to run with this injury this camp at all. And that was hard because I really do love running. Yeah. I get the runner's high, and like that's just kind of like where I do my visualization and I just get lost.
I do too. I do my visualization. I play the fights in my head and how it's going to go and things like that. But I freaking hate how I feel after.
Yeah.
And like my wife, she's amazing. She does like half marathons and stuff. So she's all into it. And she gets mad because she has this IT band injury that makes it so she can't run long distance. And she's like, you do it and you hate it. And like, it's all I want to do. And I can't do it.
Right. I know. Yeah. I know. I get like that too. I'm like, there's people that are perfectly healthy that can train and don't. And then there's me and all I want to do is fucking train.
It's frustrating.
Having going through a surgery like that, I tore my Achilles a year and a half ago and had surgery, and just the mental aspect of it, because the pain wise it was, I mean, okay, it hurt a little bit, but the mental aspect of it, of just trying to keep mentally sane and to keep motivated, it's tough. It's how do you keep motivated?
Yeah.
I think my motivation now is a lot different because I feel like I'm so close to like where I want to be, you know, I'm so close to it so far. I'm not even professional yet or anything, but I've worked so hard to be where I want to be. Like I can almost see it now. And so like, that is enough for me to just remember, you know, like what we're doing, where we're going. Like, this is just a step back. It's not end all be all. You know, before, like, I don't know, I didn't like see the future. I didn't see this like as my future. Like, I was like, am I really gonna make it? You know? And so like when injuries would happen, it would kind of like I would fall off. But now like I feel like I'm holding on to my future now. Like that's
okay.
Like I'm still tunnel vision, still focused. You know, it's just minor step back. It's going to be being patient and stuff. That's going to be the real fight, you know, the next couple of weeks, and staying, you know, it's a mental thing. You get depressed when you take away the one thing you love the most, you know? So staying, you know, staying sane and positive. And I just keep thinking, like, because at first I was like, why would this happen? I don't understand. But at the end of the day, like, I'm honestly blessed because I'm walking, and you know that I'm gonna be healthy enough one day to do what I love. So I just gotta count my blessings.
And you still, like you said, you have your whole career ahead of you. I mean, what are you, 25? Like, you still have your whole career.
26 next Thursday.
Yeah. Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
But yeah, you have your whole career ahead of you. You're still young, still have plenty of time to recover and get back in and start kicking ass.
Yeah. I'm excited. The future's bright.
Yeah, absolutely. I do got to ask, and I want to commend you on something, because I'm just looking at your record here, and it's 5-5. You started off 4-0, and then the last 6, kind of tougher. Do you attribute that to more just taking tougher fights and trying to challenge yourself, or?
I mean, it wasn't like I never had an easy fight. Never.
Yeah.
It just never wasn't like. I think that all my last 5 opponents are like UFC. They're all in high level promotions now. At this point now.
But,
I mean, I think I was poorly managed in a sense, and I took fights I shouldn't have, and then there was fights too where there were circumstances that happened where I probably shouldn't have fought. Like, I probably should have pulled out and stuff, but that's just not. Literally, surgery is what made me pull out of this fight, or else I probably would have still fought Jenna Williams on May 14th. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not who I am. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot went into like poor management, stuff like that, taking fights I shouldn't have. And then it sucks too, because it was like with the injuries and the time off, like I didn't get to, I don't know, I feel like I lost time, you know, like I'm further behind than I should be as far as like my record and the years I've been in the game. So yeah, but my coach always says, he's always like, if there's anybody whose record doesn't match them, it's Destiny.
Well, once you go pro,
that
doesn't matter. You're 0-0.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a specific girl that fought on the last Fierce card, and the fight didn't go her way, but she had a really
Brittany?
rough amateur. Yeah. She had a really rough amateur record, and that was like the thing is like, hey, you come out and you get a win in your pro debut, like all those L's go away. Like nobody cares about that amateur record. Like it's the time to learn.
She takes a lot of tough fights too.
She does take some. She's not afraid to step in the cage. That's for sure. Yeah,
she's not.
Well, but, yeah. So that's the beauty is like, I don't know. I see some people look at like amateur records or whatever, but if you look a lot of guys, there's a lot of really good fighters that have a lot of red L's on their AMI records, and they go pro, but once they go pro, it clicks and they run it off. And it's because they've overcome that adversity. And I feel like once you've figured out how to overcome that stuff, like it really can springboard you and get you in a great headspace of confidence going forward.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's one thing that does carry me is whenever, fights and stuff is like, I'm like, I've fought some tough bitches.
Yeah.
I can see Mallory Martin. She has wins in the UFC, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Mallory Martin is tough as nails. Helen Peralta is.
Yeah.
Helen Peralta is the toughest girl I've ever fought, for sure.
I mean, she's no joke.
I mean, I've never been finished, so.
And she's out there bare knuckle boxing. You should not be getting in a cage with a woman that's willing to bare knuckle box.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wow. And she's the champ. I'm pretty sure she's like the champ.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, she's 2-0. She's 2-0. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, she's the flyweight champion in bare knuckle. Helen's a beast.
Forget all that noise.
A lot of respect for that girl, though. We talk on social media and stuff now. She's cool. She's really cool.
Oh, hey, look at that. This Kai. What's up, Kai? Appreciate you turning in. It's his teammate.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Helen's a savage. Tell her I said what's up. She actually reached out to me too about, going pro and stuff, and was just like, asking me about, because I guess she was given my name, and she was like asking me about my weight class and stuff, and just, she was just caring, like wanting to make sure like I did things the right way and stuff. So that's cool, like we fight each other, but we all want to see each other do well.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I like it.
Well, we'll wrap this up and let you get out of here. Do you want to give a shout out to anybody? You got any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I mean, everybody, honestly, thank you so much for your support. I'm sorry that I didn't get to make it to the fight for you guys, but I worked really hard and was going to put on a good show. Just bear with me. I'll be back. I'm not done yet. All my sponsors, I've got M2 Bitcoin. I've got Foodie Fit out here in Las Vegas. They take care of all my nutrition. I could not do it without them. And I've got, let's see, that's about it, and my family and friends, they all show out for me. So I couldn't do it without them. Thank you guys. And my coaches, sorry, I'm like more, but my coaches, my teammates, like you guys have all been here through everything. And now you're just helping me pick up the pieces again. But I love you guys. Thank you.
Nice. Hey, Kai was just asking where he could follow you on social media. Kai, her IG is right there at @mytime_McCubbin. Heck yeah. We appreciate you joining us today. Keep your head up. Jason. We know you'll be back. So,
yes.
And as soon as you get that fight lined up again, let's get you back on here and let's chat about it.
You can announce it on the podcast.
Hey,
yes.
Anytime you want to come back on, just let us know. If you just want to come and chat about fights, we'll chat about fights.
Yes, I love it. Good luck to you too, Zach. I'm so excited for you. Yeah, go kill it.
Go choke out Aleko for us tonight.
I will for sure. Love that guy. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Thanks, Destiny.